Hello everybody, hope you're keeping well. Well, today it's a sunny late afternoon in August, so let me show you around the garden. First of all, the quince tree. Now it has got some fruit on, but not nearly as many as last year, probably because of the unpredictable weather. It was very wet going into May and we've had a very dry spell. We've lost a few of the branches and some of the fruit. I do water it each day, but it's really dry. You can see it's not great at all. We'll just have to see how the harvest goes. We will get some fruit, but I think we'll be pruning it back in the winter, and that will hopefully help it grow stronger next year. This is the blueberry. We did have a few blueberries this year. They had a very intense flavour. There weren't many, but there was enough for a small dessert. We set them in some jelly and very tasty it was too. These are the herbs and also the olive tree. The olive tree is a bit, we'll see how that goes. Some of the herbs are doing better than others. The lovage is suffering somewhat. I don't think that will survive. Over here, tomatoes. We tend to get a few tomatoes each day that are ripe enough to pick. These ones here that look a bit sickly, they've got a little bit of stress still. I did pull off the bottom branches, which helps to reduce the stress, but they're still not terribly well, although they're a little bit better than they were. The bell peppers, we've got hardly any flowers. We've had a problem this year. Lack of pollination by bees and other insects meant that Dan had to pollinate using a paintbrush. It was successful to a point, but the pepper plant has only produced 2 really small green bell peppers, which we ate last night in a fish paella, which was tasty. It's disappointing. And the Scotch bonnet has done nothing. We've had a few lettuce. These are looking a bit sad for themselves. We have another batch to go in. We're going to move them into the greenhouse. It's a bit cooler in there. The ones we've harvested so far though have been quite delicious. More tomatoes. We have a few fruits forming. Again, a bit of stress. We've got some beet, and that is the cat's bowl for if they're outside. I've had to go out. I always leave them water. They refuse to use the cat flap, which cost me a lot of money, but that's cats. Eventually they'll probably get used to it. These heritage beetroot have been quite successful, as you will see in a moment. I've already pickled a couple of jars. These are some white ones, and there's a pink one, which is probably some kind of candy stripe. We had a candy stripe yesterday that was more golden than pink inside. It's beautiful. And we've got a pink candy stripe that we pickled. It'll be ready in the next few weeks. I love beetroot. It's very versatile and so healthful. The black raspberries have had their season. We didn't get as many as we normally do due to lack of pollination. I was very pleased the other week when I was at my mills. We went to Kew Gardens, and fortunately they've got loads of bees, and there was bees at the Fenton House Gardens as well in Hampstead, which was good to see. I've seen hardly any in this garden. Last year we had quite a few, and butterflies. But I'm really pleased to report that in Hampstead and in Kew there were plenty of bees and butterflies, and we even saw a dragonfly. It didn't linger long enough though for me to take a photo of it. More tomato plants, they may do something. They've got flowers, we'll have to see if anything comes out of them. The potatoes have done really well, I must say. These I think are the last of the second earlies, and then in September we've got some main crop. Dan has also planted some that should be in time for Christmas. They will be new potatoes. They were late variety. We've got an onion. These are all beetroot. We've got a carrot, one little carrot. And here we've planted some various seeds and potatoes and things. These are starting to do something. We can still harvest probably up to maybe October or even into November if we don't get any frost. But we're going to grow some stuff over winter. Here, of course, the rhubarb, which we can't pick this year. It's really established now. We should have an amazing crop next year, all being well. And here we've got some more tomatoes. They're cropping very slowly. See, there's a few more there that will be ready in the next 2 or 3 days. This is all weeds. The red currants and white currants, we didn't get a very good crop. We got a few white currants. I think they might still be in the freezer. The roses over here, they've been blooming. They're getting a lot better. I've been spraying them every couple of weeks with the Fairy Liquid and Water solution, and as you can see, they're much improved from a couple of weeks ago. I've also been doing that to the tomatoes as well, most of the plants actually. Looks like there's a strawberry or two ready for picking. These are going to be moved into pots next year because they're already trying to take over the rose bush, along with, it seems, 1 or 2 weeds. There's always stuff to do in the garden. And then this is the parent rhubarb. And then these are garlic. We'll be picking these very soon now. They're ready for picking. But the bulbs are not very big. Still, it's better than nothing. And I hope you enjoyed this little tour. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.